With Muchiro already tied up in his sights, Gyoko set his next targets, the two blacksmiths that were hiding inside of the cabin. Both Kozo and Hotaru. Kozo watching after the other blacksmith, who continued on refurbishing Tanjiro's sword. Of course, Gyoko the demon, much to his delight, finding two humans trapped with nowhere to go. Although that delight quickly turned into annoyance towards Hotaru especially, who ignored his very presence and continued working on Tanjiro's blade. For Gyoko, he didn't know if the swordsman had given into madness and foolishness, or if he was just that damn defiant. That defiant to ignore him, the presence of a true artist. Unlike these would-be swordsmakers, who tried desperately in vain to aid the demon slayers in their fight against the demons. How long had it been? Century after century, slaving away making these weapons? And for what use? To what ends did it serve? In the meantime, Muchiro tried desperately to escape from the water prison, but he had little breathing left within him, the air slowly gasping away from his lungs as the water surrounding him kept him in place. Kotetsu tried his best to aid the Mist Hashira, much to his dismay as he tried to get him to leave, as he too were attacked by Gyoko's minions. Little spider-like demons, merged with fish, walking around on what seemed like spider-crab-like tendrils with bladed hands, stabbing away at the young boy. In that moment, Muchiro reflected on his past, remembering his mother, his father, his brother. It was after the loss of his mother and father that he and his brother had to live on their own. It changed and shaped their worldviews. His older brother, albeit twin especially, he believed that only the extraordinary could do extraordinary things, and that they were simply ordinary people. That ordinary people didn't have the right to dream about making a better life for themselves, about doing the impossible. That simply was not their place. Situation only got worse when his brother unfortunately was killed when the two were attacked in the night by a demon. This was the first time Muchiro had remembered that moment. He had long since forgotten it due to amnesia, the trauma of the attack, but his body still remembered. It was why he trained as hard as he did. As much as he tried to keep it all locked away, the kindness of that young boy never left him. The kindness to want to help others that couldn't help themselves. That was the part of him that never died, the part that could never leave him. Just as he was preparing to slip into unconsciousness, he felt something reach inside of the vase, sticking to his body. He felt a great tug as he was pulled and yanked out by what appeared to be a web. He looked up into the trees as he coughed and gasped for air. Another swordsman who just happened to be in the village. Lord Muchiro, glad to see you're doing well. Another demon slayer. Who are Takuya Yamashiro. Just take a moment to catch your breath, sir. Leave this to me. Kotetsu was about to get swarmed by more demons. However, they were stopped in their tracks, as Takuya would dismember all of them. Nothing I can't handle. You alright, kid? I'm fine, Kotetsu would say. But Master Kozo, Hotaru, they need help. As Takuya would look back towards the cabin, it would burst open and break. Gyoko attempting to attack the two blacksmiths inside. Hotaru still working on Tanjiro's blade without resolve. He had no intentions on stopping, continuing to sharpen the blade and restore it to its full potential and property. This farce has gone on long enough. You no good swordsman, prattling away at what you deem as your arts. Well, now, I will show you what true art looks like. Muchiro removed the poisonous needles from his body, standing firm once more as he took hold of his new sword, aiding Takuya as the two of them worked together, slicing away at the multiple octopus tendrils that emerged from the vase that Gyoko was carrying, each one being slashed with ease as the two swordsmen began to fight in sync. Mist breathing, fifth form, sea of clouds and haze. Spider breathing, third form, spectacular spider slash. Together, the both of them would slash away at the octopus tendrils. Takuya looking a bit disappointed. Wow, for an upper-ranked demon, I definitely expected more. I mean, the doc put up more of a fight than you. The doc, Gyoko would say. The doc. Yes, Doctor Okada Octavius. The doctor that I transformed into an octopus demon. You're the bastard that killed him. Oh, that was your creation. Sorry? Sorry. He was my finest piece of work. The perfect minion. It was so simple. He would be a female doctor. He would bring in unsuspecting maidens who were looking to get checkups for their pregnancies. It would be a 2-for-1 special. He could kill and destroy them with ease. And you came up with a doctor demon to do all of that? Sheesh, you are pathetic. Pathetic? You call me pathetic? No, you are. You humans. You wretched no good. There's no point in talking to him, Muchiro would say. I mean, look at him. His arms are all short and stubby. His face is ugly and deformed. He's as lumpy and uneven as the vases he used. That's enough! I won't take it. You dare to make fun of my art, my work. I have perfected it for centuries. I will not take this disrespect. Not from you. Not from anyone. Gyoko would continue with the assault from the monstrous octopus arms. Muchiro telling Takuya to stand guard, the both of them standing back to back as they battled off against the likes of the demon. That's it. You won't be able to last for too much longer. I've played with you for long enough. Play, Muchiro would say. You call this playing? I don't really seem to be getting any joy out of this. What about you, Takuya? No, I'm not getting any joy at all. I found more joy watching paint dry. Paint dry? Oh, you all think you're so clever, don't you? Trying to get under my skin. Under your skin? I didn't even know you had any. I mean, seriously, have you ever tried using lotion or some soothing oils? I mean, I hear it's good for your pores and moisturizing, and that's enough! I will murder you. I don't even care about turning you into art. You're not worthy of it. Blood demon art. 10,000 gliding slime fish. I'll overcome all of you, poison you, make you drown and regret the day that you ever challenged me. Funny you talk about regrets. You should regret stepping out of that vase, Takio would say. I agree, Muchiro would chime in. The vase would look slightly better. I mean, if I never had to see your face again, it would be far too long. As the 10,000 slime fish were colliding towards the two, Muchiro would take the charge with Takio following close behind. Mist breathing, 6th form. Lunar disappearing mist. Spider breathing, 4th form. Parade of 1,000 spiders. They were able to overcome the likes of Gyoko's attacks, taking out all of his poisonous fish. However, the Kizuki still had much more to offer, that being in the form of entering his true state. His true like mermaid form of a demon, the tail of a snake, a muscular body covered in scales that could not easily be cut. Who will have the last laugh now, demon slayers? You don't stand a chance against me. This is my true form. I'm going to go all out, and I am going to wipe you off the face of the earth. Witness my true speed. Using his elongated tail, he tried to surround them all and attack them from every angle. However, Muchiro and Takio were unaffected by these attacks. In fact, they weren't really living up to their names of being ultra deadly and unavoidable at all, the two of them being able to take them out with ease. Mist breathing, 3rd form. Scattering mist slash. Spider breathing, 1st form. Dancing spider shadow. It doesn't matter how fast you think you are. Your attacks mean absolutely nothing if they don't hit. Young Takuya. Yes, sir? You're going to make an opening for me. I'm going to finish this in one strike. If you're going to go all out, you better use your best technique. Yes, sir. Leave it to me. He's going to attack us from every angle. Do you have an attack for defense? Of course. Just stand right behind me. I'll create the opening. You'll see it, and when you do, understood. All right. Spider breathing, 2nd form, 8 trigrams, friendly neighborhood prism. Moving his arms in a particular motion, Takio would seemingly move as if he had 8 swords all at once, each one dancing around like a spider's leg, blocking away each one of the poisonous flying fish that were flying towards them, as well as cutting down the poisonous needles shooting in their direction. It created an opening as Muchiro followed in from behind, using the final strike to take out Gyoko once and for all. Mist breathing, 7th form, obscuring clouds. In one fell swoop, Gyoko's head would be severed from his body. As it went falling upside down, he thought as though he were being knocked to the ground simply. He tried to send a command to his body to move out of the way and begin a counter-assault. But he had no feeling in his arms or legs, or in his tail. He couldn't do anything. No. No! Muchiro looked down at the severed head. You would have been wise not to underestimate us demon slayers. Especially I, a Hashira. After all, what made you think that I was going all out? In the end, you're going to die. and do us all a favor and don't even think about respawning ever again. You... No, it can't be. How could I lose to the likes of you? A no good, no talentless has-been of a human. You damn Hashira. You're nothing. You come from nothing. You were born from nothing. You're trash, utter trash. I won't, not to the likes of you. Muchiro had gotten tired of listening to the demon prattle on, and so he decided to cut his head into nothing but tiny pieces that all burned away at the ash of his Nichirin blade. Of course, Muchiro was thankful that they had won, and he was thankful for the assistance, but he was still extremely exhausted. His body could hardly move. It was the effects of the poison. Of course, Kotetsu would check on him, along with Kozo as well. And then there was Hotaru, still working on Tanjiro's blade. In spite of everything that had happened, in spite of all the attacks he had taken, he had never stopped in his task, continuing to sharpen and finish Tanjiro's new weapon. I need to get to Tanjiro, Muchiro would say. They'll need my help. Yeah, but you're in no condition to move. Why don't you take a rest? It'll be alright. Lady Kanoroji is on the way. I'm sure she's going to be able to take care of all of this. Still, I'll be fine. I'll catch up with you all soon enough. I'm gonna send you ahead in my place. Me? Takuya would say. I mean, I was just gonna, take a load off with you for a second before moving on, and you are a demon slayer, aren't you? I saw what you did out there. Your potential. It was as if you were able to tell where all the attacks were coming from before they even came. Oh, come on now, that's nothing. I mean, it's just a little luck, and it's not just luck. You are a truly talented and gifted swordsman. Your name, Takuya. But what is your last name? Yamashiro. I'm Takuya Yamashiro. Yamashiro, Muchiro would say. We Hashira have spoken a lot about you. All of your exploits in the Northern Territory, battling against all of those crazy demons on your own. You are truly amazing. I'm amazing? Thank you. Thank you, sir. Please. I'll catch up with you soon. Go to Tanjiro. And the others. Miss Kanroji and... Miss Kanroji. That's right, Miss Kanroji. I mean, she's gonna need my help and all that stuff. You're right, Master. Absolutely right. You just stay here, rest up, get some breathing, get some food, water, whatever you need. Don't worry. Just leave it to me, okay? I'm on it. And just as quickly as he had arrived, the young boy went swinging off in the trees, heading in the direction of the danger and the action. He's truly something else, Muchiro would say. I'll say, Kotetsu would add in. Love makes us do crazy things, Kozo would add in as well. In the meantime, Tanjiro found himself in a fight for survival, as he was battling against the likes of Zohakutan, who was wielding 5 wooden dragons that emerged from the ground. Tanjiro swinging and moving in mid-air, attempting to fend them all off. Genya was helping from the sidelines, shooting his gun, while also trying to get hold of what was taking over his body. Tanjiro saw what was happening, and Venom also knew it as well. That boy has taken in some of my symbiote. It's merged with his DNA. Merged with his DNA? What's happening to him? He's beginning to change, to turn into something different. A new symbiote is being born, but I don't know if he'll have the strength to control it. We need to help him. We need to help ourselves. That thing, it's just... You're right. What if I use one more minute of double critical? Using 1 minute already zapped a third of your power. Taking 2/3 more would not be the wisest decision. It's not like I'm using it all in one go. Just have to be able to take out all 5 of these dragons. And what if you don't have enough time to take out the demon as well? I'll just have to make it work. I don't really have much of a choice. Please. Fine. But let's try to make this quick and finish it in one move. You're right. Himokami Kagura, clear blue. Venom breathing, 5th form, double critical. Venom breathing, 3rd form, frenzy strike. Combination attack, frenzy clear blue. Tanjiro would bounce around from tree to tree, moving like a speedball of black itself, his blade cutting through the dragons one by one. He had just finally managed to close the distance between himself and the demon. However, the demon would tap one of the drums on his back. The 5th head that shot off a sonic wave that affected Tanjiro, bursting his eardrum and causing Venom to shrink from his body, regressing back into himself to hide. Venom! Those sounds. I feel myself being all scrambled up. My eardrums. I feel like they're busted. Damn it. I can hardly see. What was that you said before, boy? You talked about killing my master, attacking him. Tell me, would you do that behind his back as well? Like the coward that you are. You are nothing but a villain, and I will do away with the likes of you. You have caused my master enough grief, enough to last 1,000 lifetimes. Your arrogance, your disrespect, it all ends here. While Genya and Nezuko fended for themselves, trying to aid Tanjiro and Venom, the dragons would re-emerge once again, one of them swallowing Tanjiro whole and crushing him in his jaws. Now, be done away with, you useless human. As the jaws of the dragon would close, Tanjiro used all of his strength to try to push back, Venom still reeling from that sonic attack, and Tanjiro's own body had been taking quite a beating. His breathing was already reduced using double critical twice. If I can just use it one more time. I've got to get out of here. In an instant, the dragon's head would be cut open, freeing Tanjiro as he found himself resting on the back of Lady Kanoroji. Mitsuri. Miss Kanoroji! Wonder boobs, Venom would say. It's all right. Hang on, you two. Using her sword, she swung to the trees and sat down Tanjiro, allowing him to rest and to catch his breath. You sit here and take a break, all right? There's no need to worry any longer. Just leave it to me. The love Hashira is here. Be careful. You're dealing with an upper rank Gizuki. An upper rank, huh? Well, this will be fun. Mitsuri would charge into battle. The Love Hashira now on the scene, with the tide of the fight changing once again. This concludes Demon Slayer Dark Fury, What If Tanjiro Had Venom, Season 3, Part 4. Stay tuned tomorrow evening as we conclude Demon Slayer Dark Fury, What If Tanjiro Had Venom Season 3 with Part 5, the Season 3 finale. But anyway, that's going to do it for the end of today's video. I'm Javon Harrington with Power Core Productions and Podcastings. Signing off, and I'll see you next time.